Hey everyone, in honor of all the Switch 2 announcements, I figured it'd be a good time to review a Switch 1 accessory. So this is the Linyuvo gamepad. I got it for 20 bucks on AliExpress. Now, the reason I bought this is that playing the Switch with the original Joy-Cons was very painful for me. So let's grab the Switch, stick these on. Now this is obviously the most portable and it can fit into the smallest case, but this is just flat and it's really hard to grip. So some people have solved this by getting the Satisfy grip, but that's just basically a piece of plastic. And I figured I may as well get a gamepad at the same time. That way I have two spare gamepads and two sets of gamepads and yeah, so I got this Linyuvo grip. I'm told it's got the same dimensions as the, what is it called? The Split Pad Pro. That's a Nintendo officially licensed product. So it should be the same size or close to it. So yeah, so this is how this works. Obviously, this was the problem I was trying to solve. So let's get these out of here. Oh, another thing, this kind of jiggles when you play. And I do believe the Linyuvo is actually better at that. I also understand that the Switch OLED is better at that, but I think if you'd use the Linyuvo Joy-Cons with the original Switch, it's also better. So let's get these out of the way. What came with this? You've got the two halves right here. You've got another accessory too. It comes with this, which is pretty cool. So these grips obviously are bigger than the original Joy-Cons. And the original Joy-Cons used this controller, this right here. So if you wanted to dock and play on the TV, you slide these in, and essentially the grip part is built into the controller, which means when you go handheld, you don't have the grip. So because these have the grip, because this Linyuvo has the grip built into the controller itself, they actually give you a solution for playing on the TV, which was they gave you a different controller, which doesn't include the grip. So you can slide that in there, and this in here. This slides in really easily. Actually, well, one side did. One side doesn't. Hey, it was 20 bucks on AliExpress. But yeah, the controls are totally fine. Honestly, these are not great. So it's not like we've got something amazing to compare to. These are not amazing. So I think these are as good, maybe even better controls. They do feel a little bit cheap, and this does feel a little bit light, but not in any meaningful way that would make it hard to play. It's just kind of, it feels a little cheap. I do believe this has a gyro. I'm told it has a gyro. I haven't tested it. So it's got all the features, which actually the Split Pad Pro does not have a gyro. So this has got a one-up on that if that is true. Yeah, you've got USB-C charging right here. So if you didn't want to dock it on the Switch to charge it, you could actually plug them in independently, which is pretty neat. Nice update. I think there's an extra button on here for turbo or something, if that's your thing. All right, let's get these out of here. I think this actually complements the original Switch Joy-Cons really nicely, because here's another thing you could do, right? So the original Switch Joy-Cons are designed obviously to go into this accessory, but what if you've got a really small child? It is a Nintendo Switch after all. So you got a really small kid in the house. You could put the original Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons into this Linyuvo grip, and now you've got something for little kids to play with, right? Because it doesn't have the big grip that this has. So it's actually really nice and small. So you have a lot of options here, right? That's why these complement each other so nicely. You've got the little Joy-Cons, a little grip now, right? And then you've got the larger grip and the larger Joy-Cons. So you can configure this any way you want depending on who's playing. One more thing I want to show you. Let's put these onto the Switch. There we go. Obviously, this is bigger. If you wanted a case, I'm told the Split Pad Pro case will fit this. So if you wanted to travel with it, this is much better for long-term play. You've got, you know, grips now on the go. For my hands, this is actually a little bit big, and I wish that it had something that was in between this, but better than this. Don't know if I'll find that, but this is okay. This is definitely the best. You know, for me, between the two options, this is the best option. Now, does it dock? Yes, it does. Let's talk about this. This is the dock in the back. Open that up. You've got your ports, and it docks very precisely, but it does dock. So there, it's in. Can you... Oh, did I do this the wrong way? 1 second. Yeah, I believe this is actually the way it goes in. So, like the original controller, you always put it in the wrong way first. Now, can you access the cables? I heard people complaining that you couldn't. It looks to me like you could. I don't know why people would say you can't. You could just run some cables here and bring them out through here, and I do believe that you would be able to dock it with your USB cable and obviously with your HDMI cable for your TV. So yeah, this is a really nice accessory, especially for the price, but even not for the price, I think it's just a great accessory. Like I said, it feels just a little bit on the cheaper side with the buttons, the way they click, but not in any way that's going to affect my gameplay. Just feels a little bit light. Is the best way I can describe it. Okay, so that's all. So far, I recommend it. I don't know how long it's going to last. Again, I'm told these are Hall sensors, so that if they are, excuse me, I don't know if they're Hall sensors. That's the one piece of information I haven't been able to confirm. But if they are, they're definitely better than these, right? These experience Joy-Con drift after a while. If these are in fact Hall sensors, then they'll probably outlast the official ones. All right, that's all, folks. Thanks for watching.